Hey guys, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your beginning of April collective reading. Now keep in mind it's a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that is watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be left in the description box below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope that you guys are doing well. So collective, when I was meditating over you guys' energy, I heard the phrase, a hit dog will holler, okay? You guys know that as a proverb for basically like, someone who has been victimized, they're going to detest, they're going to act out. That's their response to being wronged in some type of way. But I wasn't hearing it in that way. I was hearing it in the way of a hit dog will holler, basically like, I was hearing a dirty dog. You know what I mean? And when you think about dogs, when their paws are dirty and they've done something, they've been doing something they ain't had no business doing. Playing in the dirt, coming in the house, tracking dirt all over the house. And that's what I was like, that's the visual I was seeing. And that's just the message that I was getting. Like, this person's hands are dirty, okay? And this person is not a hit dog as in a victim. They're a dirty dog. They are part of the mess. They're a part of the drama here. And it's going to play out in a real big way. I definitely feel like it's going to play out in social media because I even got the song Press by Cardi B. Now, when I think about press, I think about, especially when you're talking about celebrities, I think about like the magazines, the blogs, things like that. Because in the hook of the song, she says, press, 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 press. Cardi don't need no press. And it's like, I don't need you to hype up my career, and I don't need your help in putting my business out here. And I don't need you in my business. I feel like somebody who is like playing a victim and acting like they have nothing to do with a situation is absolutely the person stirring the pot. I mean, they got a big ass spoon. Y'all hear me? They are stirring the pot. They are keeping the shits going. Now, going back to Cardi B, Cardi B happens to be a Libra. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Sun, rising Venus individual. Doesn't have to be. This also could be associated with you getting justice in association with a matter that comes out because Libra is associated with justice in the tarot. So the scales may become balanced once something comes out. For a lot of y'all, literally, you're going to find out who the snake in the grass was. The snake in the grass is, at any time, if that grass is high enough, you don't even see that snake in there. The snake can camouflage itself. And if you think about grass, it's like, that's your foundation. Grasses are foundations in various spots. So this is someone who you have history with. This is someone who has been to your home. This is someone who you may have thought was home. But I really strongly feel like this message is coming out because for a lot of you all, you've been wondering for a while, like how certain stuff was getting leaked, how certain people was finding things out. It may seem like people was always getting a head up regarding certain things that's, involving you. And it's like, how is this even possible when only a certain person knew this? But it's like, for a lot of y'all, you may have felt like, no, this person would never say that. They're absolutely saying it. If you question it like, no, they would never do that, you're wrong. Because that's, what I'm getting is this person absolutely has a huge role in that situation. And I keep seeing like dirty paws, but then I'm seeing like dirty dog paws, but then now I'm seeing hands. So it's like shifting. So again, that goes back to that metaphor, a hit dog will holler. I feel like also with that, like, there's a proverb for detesting something, a situation. I feel like when you confront this person with what you find out, then this person is going to like lash out and say, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. And then they're going to try to point the blame to somebody else to take the attention off of them. They're going to try to deflect in some type of way. But I feel like what you're going to find out is going to be so crystal clear. Again, only this person would know this certain amount of details. Only this person would have a certain amount of involvement or could, because other people don't have a significant amount of access. There's no getting away from it. Because literally, as I'm talking to you, I'm seeing like the dog paws turn into human hands and it has mud. Like this person's messy. This person's dirty. They play a dirty game is what I'm getting here. Okay. Also, I feel like this person is an attention seeker. When you think about Libra, most Libra, and I'm not saying that Libras are attention seekers, but most Libras are outgoing. And not all. I said most. But that's one of the character traits of Libras. They're outgoing. They're air signs. They also don't shy away from, the attention, from being in the spotlight unless, they have certain character traits in their chart certain signs in their chart that kind of makes them more reserved and more reclusive, or upbringing. Everything plays a role in a person's personality. But just essentially, Libras don't mind being in the spotlight. So I feel like this person, they may have been out there seeking attention or gossiping about things, but I don't feel like they're going to like the attention that they're getting, because they may say something to someone about something regarding you or something very personal that they shouldn't have said anything about, and it's going to get repeated. It's going to get repeated, and then again, it's going to expose them, because they are the only people who would have that type of access or that type of information, okay? But I still feel like this person is going to try to act like they didn't do anything wrong. I'm really, I keep hearing that. So let's get into it, and everything I'm getting so far is definitely tying into the messages I'm picking up. The spirit animal we have today is the parrot. You already know what the parrot do. The parrot gonna go back and repeat everything you damn say. That goes back to the initial messages that I was getting. Somebody going back and repeating something. And it was so interesting. If you think about parrots, they repeat everything, but ain't it funny how they always repeat the worst things that their owners or people say? They always repeat the curse words. They always repeat the craziest, most wildest things to say. This is what this person is doing, okay? The parrot talks about needing to speak in your truth, needing to be honest, repeating what you've heard, of course, communication, individuality, and exposure. Going back to what I was saying, a damn parrot will expose the hell out of their owners, because they always go back and repeat the most repulsive and craziest stuff. It hints exposing their owners or whoever they've been around, because why would that parrot know how to say it? Because the parrot is only repeating what's heard. So it wouldn't be able to say that type of stuff if it wasn't around it and being exposed to it. So again, that's associated with exposure also. So let's talk about some names. First, middle, last name, street name, business name, location, and we have a number here. So we have Carolina, Clara, Carlos, Kendall, New York. The number 5, Cardi B is the life path number 5. Radiance, I feel like somebody's name is Radiance. Alma, Bruce, Taylor, Reinhardt, Symphony, and also I know I said New York, but somebody's last name may be York. And then also Red. Now somebody's nickname could be Red, someone's favorite color could be red. As you're watching this right now, you could be wearing red. Someone wears a red uniform, at least a red uniform top and hat. A service person wears a red uniform top and a hat. I'm also getting, if someone, and this is very specific, but if someone has took promotional pictures for their business, like if you're an entrepreneur or the person in question is an entrepreneur, they chose a red, something very red. Red is a power color, right? And red is also the color of your root chakra, your security, your stability, your safety, your groundedness. Someone has chose the color red. It's also passion, desire, action. So yeah, somebody chose the color red, and you'll know who I'm talking about. Also, for those of you, even if this is not someone's pictures for like a business or something like that, I'm getting the last time you seen this person, they had on something red. This person may have recently dyed their hair, or they have some type of red highlights or something red is going on with their hair. It could be like colored, or there could be a natural like ginger redhead is what I'm getting as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Because these messages, everything I'm getting initially is very much aligned with, somebody being shady and somebody getting ready to be exposed for it. At the bottom of the deck, you have Major Arcana, the Hangman. I feel like this person is H-A-N-G-ing themselves. I have to spell it out because lately YouTube been kind of tripping. Like if you say certain things and they consider it to be like violent or something like that, they'll take down your videos or they'll give you a strike. They're going to, okay, you got the Hangman. They're gonna do it to themselves, right? Because I feel like I'm hearing spill the beans. You see how it's like these pentacles are being spilled here. They're going to expose some stuff that is very valuable. Okay, because you got pentacles. Pentacles hold value. And it's something that it can cost somebody. It can cost somebody a lot. Again, pentacles cost money, value. Whatever it is this person's spilling, it could potentially cost somebody their job, their marriage, their relationship. Something with their stability. It can really cost somebody. And also I feel like it's going to cost them big time. It's going to cost them big time. I also feel like all roads is going to lead back to this person, because every single cord here, or chain rather, is leading back to this person in some way. So everything, I feel like some of you all have been doing the work, trying to figure out how things are being told, trying to figure out how this person knows that, and this. And even if this is someone that you don't know, for some of you all, I feel like you're going to do some type of digging and some type of research, and it's going to lead back to one person. This person could be an Aries, Aquarius, or a Pisces. Also, this person can have strong earthly placements in their chart towards Virgo, Capricorn as well. Hangman, that's a definite, that's major arcana. So they're going to get exposed. They're going to. So let's go ahead and go through the deck. We want the sun, we want the moon, and we want the card that comes before and the card that comes after for the collective. Currently at the bottom of the deck. Come on, y'all. Y'all watching what I'm doing. Let me tell y'all something. You got none other than the Justice card. Didn't I say Cardi B is a Libra? This is the major arcana for Libra. Now, you know I'm about to see what's right behind here. See, this person talking too goddamn much. They talking too much. You got the Page of Swords. Pages are messengers. They're immature. Okay, because swords, communication, and mental. This person's immature. They could be envious also. Look at his face. Look, he kind of looks like he could be spiteful, like he's ready to say something. I feel like this person is speaking and running their mouth about you because they're jealous. Somebody could be, also, you guys know, I always flip it and put it where it applies. Somebody could be saying that you are talking, and then you're doing this because you're jealous. Wow, that's crazy. Very first card. You have somebody sitting down running their mouth about your business or saying that you're doing that. Because if you look, I always say with this card, she has the thread that she's using to sew with, which means they're working together or they're in cahoots, if you will. Someone in a situation, this could be you included, can have the first, middle, or last initial of CG, M, W, T, N, P, or S. Wow. So again, we want the sun and we want the moon. See, it's somebody sneaking around, telling everything. I always say about this Queen of Wands, she's the only queen in this whole entire deck out of 78 cards that is wearing a hood. She's inside the castle, which means she has access. What did I say? This person somehow has access to you. They have access. This is someone that you thought was loyal or you've been loyal to, because dogs talk about loyalty and companionship here, okay? This person has access to you or access to some information, or so they're telling people they have access to communication associated with you, and they're running and sneaking off and telling it because that cloak, that's a disguise, okay? This person could be born the year of the dog, the year of the pig, the year of the rooster, or the year of the dragon, okay? And then did I say this person could have been, oh my God. I said this person could have been wearing something red. And I said a red hat, that cloak is, you know, that hood on there is considered like a hat. See, this person, and she also has red hair. I'm telling you something, this person's favorite color may be red. Somebody's nickname is red. Last name is red. You know, I'm getting also, and I know it's not the same spelling of red, so don't come for me, but I'm hearing right now, like somebody may have left your message on red once you call them out. Like if you text them and say, hey, somebody, you know, I just seen so-and-so and so-and-so. Did you say that? Did you post that? Did you do that? They're leaving you on red because they're trying to come up with an excuse for why that was put out there, or trying to find a way to avoid the topic for as long as they can until they can come up with some type of, you know, bullshit cockamamie story about why they said this or what potentially happened. Yeah, that's happening. Back to this again. It's gonna come out. Ooh, it's gonna come out. Somebody been talking. Somebody been talking. You had the Queen of Swords, and then you had the Queen of Wands just a few minutes ago. This could definitely be a lot of female chitter chatter stuff going on here. Ex-wife, baby mamas, you know, girlfriends, things like that. It could be some drama. You're going to find out about the snake that's on your path. There's a snake there. And, you know, the Hermit is seeking out, seeking wisdom, seeking clarity. As you are doing some digging and seeking to find out who did what, who said it, it's right on your path. And you're not that far from finding out because he's only footsteps away from that snake. You're going to find out. Remember I said in the very beginning, snakes in your grass. It ain't any grass no more. It's right on your path, right out in the open. This person, like I said, their hands are dirty. They're too messy. Even if they want to hide some stuff, they can't hide because they're too thick in it at this point. This person definitely, I feel like, is jealous, and it's going to be heartbreaking for you. Or it has been, Three of Swords, because it's like you can't believe this person that you thought was your friend, your sibling. Because I'm hearing for some of you guys, it's your sibling. Oh my God. I said your sibling, then you have these two children here. These could definitely be children. I mean, siblings. Of course, they're children. These could definitely be siblings, you know? Ow. And they did the damn fool. Again, another dog, loyalty. You thought this person was loyal to you, but you may end up feeling like a fool for trusting this person. Aquarius energy, Gemini, Cancer, and both one, you know, you got Gemini in one hand, Cancer in another hand. Could be a June Cancer because you have 6 of Cups here. Doesn't have to be. Aquarius for sure I'm getting. Let's see what's behind this. Aquarius for sure, I just said. You got Aquarius to start. For some of you all, some rumor or something like that went out in Aquarius season, and you're just finding out now that the person who started the rumor was so close to you that's not even funny. Like that dog is jumping through hoops. Like, it makes me feel like this person, like, say for instance, you told them like, oh, I got fired, I got wrote up because they said that somebody reported blah, 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 blah. And this person's like, oh my God, do you need help? Do you need anything? You know, whatever I can do to help you, let me know. So they're acting like they would jump through hoops for you, but the whole time they the person that put you in a predicament. So because I am getting that, it makes me feel like for some of y'all, this is a coworker. You know how you have associations with people that you work with and you're kind of cool with those people? Yeah, it could be a coworker too. So again, the sun and the moon. Yep, I said work, coworker. It could be a coworker because you got Pentacles here. You have the 6 Cups, you got the 6 of Pentacles. This person's birthday could be in June. They could be a life path number 6, or this person could have a strong 6 in their birth date. The 6th, the 16th, or the 26th. For some of y'all, this may happen 6 days ago. For some of y'all, this may happen within the next 6 days. I feel like you will be making a decision. Also, because he's balancing the scales, you may be making a decision about what to do with this person or this connection. I'm almost getting like some of you are like, should I expose them? Because here's the thing, if somebody messy like that, they done told you about somebody else's business too. Like, you know, if you say, for instance, you share something with this person, they'll go back and get to gossiping about your business, but not before they done told you some things about, you know, their mutual friends or whatever. So some of you all may be thinking like, you know, this person's trying to put my business out here. Should I tell these people that this person has been talking about them also? You know what I mean? Something like that. And I'm also getting somebody stealing from work. Somebody's been stealing things from work. You got a lot of 6s here. Okay. You have the 6 of Cups. Whoop, back to back. Now, I was getting ready to say you had the 6 of Cups, and then you got it here. You got 666. Okay. 6. This is very telling right here. 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. You know, 666 is strongly linked to the devil. 6, you know, everything's good and bad because people always think the worst when you hear 666 because 6 is also associated with the planet of Venus. You guys know that's love, beauty, health, finance. It's also associated with your domestic life, and it's also associated with family. So it's not necessarily just all bad. That's just what people link it to. But in this situation, because of the energy that we're getting, this person is giving off devil energy. Sneaky, manipulative, vindictive, sinister, jealous. Okay, I'm going to say this, and especially for those of you who are new to the channel, every time I look at this, if you see, all you see is the back of these people's heads. The back of their heads, the back of their heads, because they're so focused on this person, giving this person their flowers, celebrating this person. Look, even here, just the back of their head, but you got a person, one person right here in the shadows, and they're looking over, and you have a flag here, a flag here, a flag here, a flag here, but the flag that's closest to this person and pointing directly at them is a red flag. This person has been a red flag from the very beginning, and a lot of you all may have felt it, but you didn't want to believe that this person would do you like that, possibly because, like I said, this is a friend or it's a family member, somebody very close to you. Because 6 of Cups is people that you have history with in this lifetime, past lifetime, family. This is like soulmate stuff right here. You know what I mean? So for a lot of y'all, you don't want to believe. And as soon as I said soulmate, look what's peeking out right here. Some of y'all, it may be your own love partner, like someone that you're romantically linked to. This person is jealous of you, and they don't want you to excel in some type of way because that means they're fearful that you may surpass them in some area of your life, or they may feel as though you may end up leaving them. Something's going on here where you got some jealous energy around you. Wow. So again, we want the sun and the moon. The card that comes before. There's the sun. Very good. Some of you guys, I'm going to say again, this is definitely a love interest. You got the lovers right here. Possibly a Gemini. So you got the sun. And then you got the 7 of Wands, guardedness, defensiveness, protection. I feel like because she's here physically and he's not, some of you all got their ass gone. Some of you all blocked them out of your life. Definitely. Could be dealing with a Leo there. A July Leo specifically. Doesn't have to be. This could have happened 7 days ago or on a day that has a 7 in it. The 7, 17, 27. You may have known this person for 7 years. Some of y'all stood your ground about this situation. King of Swords, you see how he's sitting there? And it's like you didn't even break a sweat. He's sitting there, but he has a sword up like he's ready to protect and guard himself. Also, some of you all, you're just gathering information and you're waiting for the right time to address this person is what I'm getting also. Okay. So we want the moon and the card that comes before and the card that comes after for the collective. We want the moon. And then, there you go. This person's immature. I'm going to tell you that for sure. You got the moon right in front of it. You got the page of cups. Pages are messengers. This person's mouth is running like water. Cups is definitely that watery energy. Pages are young, youthful. They still got some growing up and expanding to do. You keep getting all this 2 energy. Also, I was seeing that earlier on, like even here where we stopped with the 6 of Pentacles, you got 2 hands here. He's in between 2 seahorses. There's 2 butterflies here. I feel like there could be 2 people coming back and reporting to you something that someone has said. I definitely feel like something is coming out on social media. Someone may send you a screenshot. I don't know why, but when I see this, it makes me think about the flash, like those old school flash from a camera. I'm also getting because you have these 2 people here, like in a lover's embrace, if you will. Somebody may end up sending you a screenshot of, or a picture, like say, for instance, if this person's out and about, a picture of your partner with somebody else. Or someone's accusing you of doing something outside of your relationship. If that doesn't resonate, you know, if it don't apply, let it fly. But I'm hearing that for somebody. You got the moon. There's the 2s also. You got the 2 wolves here. See, that's what I'm saying. Something with somebody could be accused of 2-timing. And I'm going to say again, I feel like somebody is very jealous of you. Because if you are an emperor or an empress, people are definitely jealous of you because it seems like your whole world is complete. Like you got everything together. And I did say the artist who sings the song Press, Cardi B, is a Libra. You got Libra here, Libra and Taurus energy. This is a divine counterpart. You could be married. You could be in a twin flame, strong, high-level soulmate relationship. But also, if you see she's dressed in green and gold, you just seem and come off as very abundant. You could be very abundant. And I feel like you have people who are jealous of that because you are an empress and this person's a page. No competition. Not even on the same level. Right up under the Empress, you have the Temperance card, Sagittarius. And remember I said you keep getting this energy of 2. She has 2 cups here. I feel like for some of you all, you're looking at the wrong person. Like you may be accusing a fire sign, specifically a Sag. It could be Leo or Aries also, but it may be a water sign that's running their mouth. A Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Because you do have Page Cups here, and you did have the 6 Cups earlier. So that may resonate with someone. That won't apply to everyone, but whatever the case, I feel like you may be looking at the wrong person because even here, his back is facing one, but it's close to him. You get what I'm saying? Like this is someone who's in his environment. He's so focused in this direction that he didn't even realize what's right on his heels. So again, I'm getting someone that you would least expect is the actual culprit. We're going to start off with the moon first. As you guys know, the moon is the past and the sun is the future. Bottom of the deck, you have the major arcana judgment. Again, you're going to call judgment on this situation. You got a family structure here. This is families of people. So I really do feel, ooh, that's crazy what I just heard. Okay. I really do feel like for some of you all, this is someone that is literally blood, or this is someone that you consider to be family. And then I literally heard this person to you, you're saying like they're dead to me. Because if you notice right here, they're in caskets. So for a lot of you all, you are literally like, this person is dead to me. So it's interesting. You got the 3 of Wands here. You have the Empress, and she happens to be a 3. Some of you guys may be finding something out on a day that has a 3 in it. The 3rd, 13th, 23rd, 30th, 31st. You may have found something out 3 days ago, but I feel like this is coming up for some of you guys because he's looking towards the future. So again, we want to get started. There you go with the Hangman again. Did we start off with the Hangman? I'm telling you, they are, you know, they're going to put themselves out there. Hang themselves out to dry, seriously. Lovers in reverse could be a jaded or scorned lover or ex. 7, wow, okay, I'm going to stop. This is going to be my last one because you keep getting the same cards. Look at that. You have the 7 of Wands, you got the 7 of Wands, you got the lovers, you got the lovers. This is going to be the last shuffle because they're saying, yeah, these messages, whoa. Just look at this. You had an up right here, reverse here, okay? A lot of you all need to block this person out of your life. We have a, what is it, a full moon coming up on the 12th. The full moon is about releasing stuff. Some of you guys may need to set your intentions to release this person specifically on that day. You know why? Because the universe is going to make sure it ushers in some assistance with that for sure. Last shuffle, because your messages are definitely ready. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. We had that earlier also. Remember the page in this deck that was looking kind of sinister? This person is running. Look at how that leg ready to take off. Can't wait to tell your business. This person does. They so thirsty. They can't wait to tell all your business. I feel like this message is coming up for you all, not for salaciousness or drama. I feel like it's to let you know, like, from this moment forward, if you have been suspecting somebody of running their mouth about your business or suspecting that somebody may not be the most trustworthy, they're telling you stop. Stop telling these people stuff. Stop, communicating, connecting with this person. You may want to block or restrain, put some distance between you and this person is what I'm getting here. I'm really getting that. Some of y'all should have been put distance between this person, but it could be because we had that Six of Cups. It could be that you didn't do it because there's so much history there. And you guys know I always love to share stories. I tell my children this all the time. I don't care how long you have known these people. Sometimes you outgrow people. And I know the history is there. The history could feel rich, okay? And it could feel like it's hurtful to cut ties with certain people, but you got to do it. You got to do it. For some of y'all, this may be something that you're needing to teach your children because you do have that page there. You had the Page of Swords also twice. So yeah, it could be children. It could be your teenagers that's going through drama and gossip at school. And it could be causing disruptions with your life, like school may be calling you and telling you that there's arguments in class or whatever, and you're needing to address it. Some of y'all need to tell, because this is right over top of the Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys need to tell your children to block certain people on social media, because again, with that song Pressed by Cardi, I feel like there's rumors that's going on social media with teenagers also, because I'm definitely getting school age as far as the teenagers. And even outside of teenagers, I just feel like there's adults that are very childish and very petty. Let's get a clarifier for the Page of Cups. Universal energies of light. Damn. Okay. Two of Wands. Everybody can't go with you. Not when it's Two of Wands in reverse. That's needing to choose a destination or a direction to go in. In reverse, you're choosing not to move forward or allow this person to move forward in your life. And I'm going to say again, we had a lot of two stuff. There could be two people surrounding you that do not need to be in your life. Look at this. He's in between two seahorses. He's in between two wands. Some of y'all is a water sign. Some of y'all is a fire. And it's interesting because remember when we had the Temperance, that she had a cup. She had two cups and one was fire and one was water. I'm like, you got to question both of them. If you're dealing with fires and water signs, and that's not saying like all fire and water signs are messy. No. In this particular situation, you may want to think twice about what you share with this person or these people. This also could be the same person, like they have strong water and fire sign placements in their chart. If it's you watching and you've been accused of something, I really feel like they're about to push this story that you have been messy and your hands are dirty, like you're involved in some stuff that's causing drama amongst peers and family and things like that. Let's get a clarifier for the Empress. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. You need a clarifier for the Empress. Universal energies of light, love. Okay, yep, see, shady ass friends. Shady ass friends, shady ass lover. Somebody they're acting like they're not bothering, like they don't care, but they are heartbroken. I do feel like that's the case. It's interesting because you have threes here right on the side of the lovers, and then you have a space, a gap between the lovers there. There's a mountain or a hill. Mountains and hills talk about hurdles and challenges that you have to get over. That big ass sun back there is going to expose everything. The sun is all about exposure and shining a light on things. Heartbreak, sorrow, sadness, and grief. In reverse, I feel like someone is trying to act like they're not hurt. Remember I was saying from the very beginning, somebody with this red. I want you to notice you can see both of these people's face, but you can't see this person. You can't see the person in the red. I was talking about this at the very beginning of your reading. No way I can make this up now, y'all. So I'm going to tell you again, for a lot of y'all, something's going to come out within the next 3 days. You have the Empress. She is a 3. Okay. On each side of the lovers, you have a 3. Okay. So on 3 days from now, again, on a day that has a 3 in it, the 3rd, 13th, 23rd, 30th, or 31st, something can come out and be exposed. You may have known this person for 3 years. They could be a life path, number 3. And then also, especially with this combination, it could be coming out that somebody is in a third party. Someone could be accused of being a third party, even if it's not the truth. Because swords up, even though this is hurtful, it's the truth. The truth came out about something which led to heartbreak in reverse. Somebody's been hiding something and lying about it. Definitely could be about a third party, because upright, that's celebrations, good times, unions, kicking it with your friends and family. In reverse, it definitely gives third party. Okay, so this is your card, a 3 and a 3. Somebody could be 33 years old or turning 33 this year. Someone could be a life path number 33, a master number. Getting that also. Let's get a clarifier for the 7 of Wands. You got the 6 of Swords, another 6. Okay, strong 6 references. Also, remember we had those 3 6 early, those 3 6s earlier. It just made me think about, look, I'm Chicago for real. It made me think about 3 6 Mafia. What was her name? Diamond. Somebody's name could be Diamond. Wasn't it a Diamond in 3 6 Mafia? I can't remember. But even when I think about the name of the group, 3 6 Mafia, somebody could be 36. Because we did have a lot of 3s and 6s. Somebody could be 36 right now or 36 this year. Someone's address has a 36 in it. The last 2 digits of somebody's phone number is 36. Someone's license plate could have a 36 at the final part of the license plate number also. I heard identifier, somebody's identifier number. This could be someone's work badge. Like, you know how you have your work badge numbers? The last 2 digits could be 36 also. And when we get those type of messages, that's just giving us extra information so you would know, it could really help point out who it is we're talking about here. When you got the 6 of Swords, it's like leaving troubled waters, leaving difficult situations. But see here, what I'm getting with this is that somebody may be going around spreading rumors about somebody's family situation. Remember I said earlier, 6s are associated with your domestic life. You see there's a woman with her head hanging low and she has a child. It's like she's going along with the situation, but she's not happy to be there. So someone may be talking and gossiping about someone's marriage, somebody's relationship, whether married or not, saying like, oh, all he do is cheat on her, or all she do is cheat on him. I'm getting something like that. And somebody could be saying, I don't even think that baby is his, or, I'm getting things like that. And of course that won't apply to everyone, but it's happening for somebody. Paternity is definitely being questioned in somebody's situation. Let's get a clarifier for the and I'm also hearing that for some of y'all, you don't know that someone is questioning whether or not a child belongs to them. Like, they haven't said it to you, but it could end up circling back to you or your friend, your loved one. Something's happened with that for someone, because that's coming in very strong now. Let's get a clarifier for this. Is a messy ass reading, and this person messy. Let's get a clarifier for that 7 of Wands. Universal, okay, and it landed right on top of that, so it's gonna get, when I get the world, I do get the World Wide Web, because it's like everybody could be exposed to it. The world. Travel distance, 4 moving, 1 cycle ending, new cycle beginning. You have an element in each corner, so this could be associated with a Leo, a Taurus, Aquarius, or a Scorpio. Okay. Major Arcana definite. It's going to come out. When I hear, again, I always get with the World Wide Web. So I do feel like something's going to be exposed in social media. Something's going to be posted online. I'm also seeing someone post something on their story. For someone, they think that they're posting a subliminal, but they're actually going to be exposing themselves. They think they're being subliminal. Because if you think about the magician is a master manipulator. They can make you see whatever it is they want you to see. You got Gemini and Virgo energy here. You got Gemini here, Gemini here. Would you say the 6 of Swords? That's Gemini also. It could be a June Gemini. Whatever it is, there's some exposure getting ready to happen. Because see, she's exposed. I had to put a sticker on her because she was exposed up top. Exposure talks about being vulnerable, or nudity rather. It talks about being exposed and vulnerable. This person has left themselves vulnerable because I feel like they may have gotten too arrogant or sloppy. Remember, I've been saying since the very beginning of this reading, this person's messy, and messiness is sloppiness also. This person has become sloppy. Possibly feeling like you are the fool, like the fool card that we seen earlier, feeling like, oh, this person hasn't caught on just yet, so I'm going to keep on weaving my web and moving the way I want to move. Something's coming out. Let's get a clarifier for the Lovers. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. You can clarify for the Lovers. For the collective. Okay, I seen a card flip up. You had 2 cards that flipped up. Let's see if anything else. Page of damn cups again. Page of cups. I'm telling you, keep getting the same cards. No, the cards flipped out. So I'm gonna say this again. There's two people for a lot of you. It's definitely two people. You got two of Pentacles in reverse. There's two relationships that you are not gonna move forward with. You got two ships, relationships, and they're on 1, 2, 3 ways. You keep getting threes. You keep getting sixes. Okay. Somebody can be 33. Somebody can be 36. Something can happen between the next 3 and 6 days. You got the Page of Cups here. You got the Page of Cups here. There's two people that is running their damn mouth. You could fit, yeah, two people doing something behind your back because he has 2 cups behind his back right here. And then again, I'm gonna say for some of you guys, you're gonna find out within the next 3 days because he's facing these 3 of cups. There's definitely a water sign involved. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be a Cancer, Gemini, Cusper, or Gemini, Cancer, Cusper rather. I feel like this person is going to try, again, I'm getting like they're trying to deflect. They want to make it like, well, I only said this, but I didn't say all of that. Because they're trying to make it like water under the bridge. Like, oh, will you forgive me? I didn't mean it like that. That's not what I said. Or they minced my words or they added something to the story. But they wouldn't have a story if this person wasn't running their mouth. It's interesting because now I'm seeing Pinocchio. Okay. I'm seeing Pinocchio. Now, initially, I wasn't even thinking about like when Pinocchio lies, his nose grows. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking about the puppet strings. So it's in some instance here, somebody's a puppet. They go back and repeat whatever a mutual friend says, or, you know, this may be someone who has a big following or someone who is in a big social environment. And I know most of us are like, who gives a damn about social stuff like that, you know, at a certain age. But a lot of the time it does affect your career. It affects how people socialize with you. And you would never want someone to treat you oddly or weird because of some bullshit that someone else, you know, has spread about you. I feel like also somebody is going to step in and tell you something that was said because they're like, that's not fair that this person's character is being assassinated. This isn't right. I'm feeling like somebody's going to do something about someone's going to do something that's right. It could be a Libra or a Taurus. I'm getting that also. But yeah, you definitely got some messy shit going on here with somebody. And it's somebody that you know. For a lot of y'all. For others, it could be like somebody just going back and repeating something and you guys have mutual friends. You're hearing through a grapevine. You're finding things out. But for the bulk of you all, it's definitely someone that you know. And, you know, it's interesting also because when I said a hit dog will holler, now I'm thinking back to that message that I heard. This person may have a name that's like a dog. Like a dog breed. I'm not big on dog breeds, but the first one that's popping up in my head is Shepherd. Like, you gotta know this German Shepherds. Somebody's last name may be German, but I know that's not completely associated with that. But I'm getting something like someone whose name could be like associated with a dog. I just heard somebody's nickname may be Pixie. I know that's not, well, I don't know if that's a dog breed, but I just heard that somebody may also have a Pixie cut. You know how they have Dopamine and Pincher? Somebody's last name may be Pincher. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Like somebody has a last name that's like a dog. Or even there, I know somebody whose first name is Shepherd. Like somebody has a name that's like a dog. Not everyone, but someone does. There's a dog called an Akita. Like somebody's name could be Akita or something to that nature. You know what I mean? Rock Wilder. Somebody's last name could be Wilder. Like it doesn't have to be the full name of the dog breed, but something close to it. If it's not exactly like that, something close to it or rhymes with that name, something relatively close is what I'm getting. And it's going to be exposed. It's going to come out. There's no hiding. This person isn't going to get away with anything. I want you guys also to notice that you have the 5 of Cups and there's 3 cups spilled here, right? And there's 3 cups right up under that directly. Right? So there is something with a third party for somebody that's going to get exposed. For some of y'all, it may be exposed that someone's hating on your relationship and going back and saying things to your partner or hinting to the fact that you're doing something wrong, or they're coming back to you saying stuff to you about your partner, but it's like they're really being messy because they're jealous. Also, I'm being told to wrap this up by sharing, be mindful about befriending or staying friends with someone who is associated with someone that you don't fuck with. Be mindful about that because there is no true loyalty in that for some situations. I know a lot of people will say most, but I do have a friend that is friends with someone that I don't really care for, and I don't worry about that situation because I don't hate this person. I just don't care for this person because when people rub me the wrong way, I don't even entertain it. So it's not like it's beef or anything like that, but I don't worry about this person going back and saying things. That's why I said in most situations. And even if they did go back and tell that person, I wouldn't give a fuck because that's not somebody that I rock with. So it wouldn't bother me one way or another. There's nothing you can say. So it may be a situation like that for somebody out there as well. But I definitely heard, before you wrap this up, make sure this person is mindful if they have an associate that has an association with someone that you do not like, you do not deal with, or you've had a bad situation with before. That should be the first person that you look at in regards to how certain information is getting out. I heard very sensitive information. That's what I heard also just now. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching Queen Airbender Tarot. As always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, subscribe, click that all button. And until next time, take care. Be well. Bye.